Go.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right out, 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? No. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
Hit it, Roy.
It's the Davey Max Sports Program, where we talk the sports and other stuff, like Labor Day. Speaking of which, why don't comedians tell jokes about Labor Day?
Why?
Anyone?
I don't know.
Because they don't work.
Oh,
Yeah, just a little Labor Day humor for you guys. Anyway, if you don't like it, how about you suck the fart out of my ass, you jerks? Anyway, I'm Roy Harder, and there he is. Here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Roy Harder, on a very special Labor Day, September the 1st, 2025, Davey Max Sports Program Football Preview Special. And we are going to waste no time in introducing our guest annually. He arrives to the DMSP to exhibit his football expertise, his football prowess, his NFL knowledge, his college football championship brilliance. No, not so much with the college football, but definitely with the NFL football. You know him from Lockdown. And here he is, the guy who gives you all the predictions. He's just as good as Jimmy the Greek and only half as racist. Chris Pepper Stanley.
Oh, thank you so much. Not only am I the mayor of Locktown, you can hear me on Bennington on Sirius XM Facts Talk and High Society Radio on YouTube and Gas Digital. But yes, I'm here again to fucking throw down all the NFL predictions.
Now, your Bennington is Sirius XM, and you do Lockdown on the show, on the air?
I do. No, Lockdown again. All right, so this is Labor Day. This coming Saturday on the Bennington Show's Instagram account, the first Lockdown of the season. We're currently in pre and current production.
Okay, now
By
let me ask
I
you,
mean me and my cat.
do you do this on the air?
We tease on the air. All them fucking pics go straight to Instagram, baby, and they're free. I'm not some scumbag tout saying buy my system. No. I give it to people, okay? I
Free?
give people.
Did I hear free?
No joining the Discord, no shout outs, no nothing. No. Free money for everyone who goes to watches Lockdown every Saturday morning.
Now, Chris, I have to tell you, there might be a competitor. Because last week on the Davey Max Sports Program, I had a new segment called Lockjaw.
Sucking dirt.
Well, basically, I do football predictions, but I do them through clenched teeth, as if I had Lockjaw. So it's like, my upset specialist, the Giants are going to beat the Washington Commanders today. This has been Davey Max Lockjaw. Go fuck yourselves, Jimmy the Greek.
This is shocking. I didn't know this was happening, and now I guess there's another player in the arena.
Not as popular as Lockdown yet. So far, only Roy, Robert, and Big A, Andrew Gold, have liked it thus far.
Well, you know what? I mean, your production values are blowing mine away. So that's
no, they're not. I mean, iMovie is how I do everything in my Lou Reed Velvet Underground lo-fi style of really don't give a shit. Just let me get this out there.
Get Adobe Premiere, dog. Fucking watch some YouTubes. You're gonna fucking bounce up quick.
Whatever. Does anyone ever say like, I wish Sweet Jane had better production? Go screw yourselves.
I guess I'll go screw myself then.
Now,
Kanye
Chris,
raps through a wired shut jaw. Everybody goes, he's a genius. Dave gives football picks, and people go, he needs better production. I don't get it, Dave.
And Dave's also a Nazi.
That would
me
be
or
me.
Roy? You're getting. I mean, look at the Aryan mustache on the Heartman these days. Doesn't he have like a Archduke Ferdinand look going on with the curly mustache?
I only do NFL predictions on Nazi shows, which Lockdown. No, I'm kidding. But seriously though, last year I want to fucking suck my own dick right now.
Wait a second.
No.
We're not done. Hold on. We're not done getting to the bottom of where Chris Stanley's been. When I texted you, you said, and here's what I love, Roy.
Yeah.
He just goes, I'm out of the country. I mean,
I've used that one on you too, David.
Chris, I'm like, you
I
know
was
what?
one town over. I was on the shore.
The other segment the Davey Mac Sports Program is going to produce in addition to Lockshaw is Narcos, DMSP. And starring Chris Pepper Stanley as our Pablo Escobar character.
I wish that guy had bank. I wish I had his fucking Escobar money.
But I mean, you just say things like, I'm out of the country, like a drug cartel leader.
But no, just like a person who's fucking on vacation during fucking Labor Day, the last 2 weeks of August when nothing's happening.
When Roy goes on vacation, he goes, Davey Mac, I'm going over to merry old England like a human being. Oh, Roy's going to London. That's great. Oh, I'm going to see Stonehenge, Davey Mac. And it's not, Dave, I'm out of the country for nefarious reasons.
I'm the most human person you've ever met, okay? So fuck you. I was in Costa Rica. I was in Central America having a good time.
Oh, God. The drug cartel shit is real.
Yeah.
Costa Rica.
Actually, the cartels are moving into the south of the country, and that's not good.
They
Hey,
sure
did
are.
you see on HBO Max a docuseries, 6-part docuseries called The Anarchists? Did you see that?
I did not know.
You'd love this. This actually, to me, when I was watching this, I'm like, all of these people are living how Chris Pepper Stanley wants to live. And basically, they're all anarchists, American anarchists, and a couple Canadians.
Ooh.
Went down to Acapulco, Mexico, to create a conference like a yearly, basically Lollapalooza called Anarchapulco.
It sounds like
So they have like a festival, but here's the thing: they stay there year round.
and then throw a
right?
festival.
Well, things happen. Okay, a couple of the Anarchapulco folks, maybe they're selling a little coke on the side.
Well, why
You think
wouldn't
that's
this sounds like
think
broke
that-
ass Burning Man. What the fuck is
Do you think that's gonna fly in Acapulco, Mexico? You're gonna try to sell coca? You're gonna sell a la coca, Pepper, in
no Puro.
Acapulco?
No Puro
in
there.
Bro,
They're stepping on that shit.
I see Narcos, both Narcos Colombia and Narcos Mexico. If
Wow.
you go down to that region, you better not be selling no coke. You understand me?
Dog, I'm just buying, you know.
You're just
me.
buying.
Not
You were
flipping
making
coke.
down in
Not
Costa
flipping
Rica.
coke.
What?
NFL preview.
All right, hold on.
Why are you talking
Because-
sports, Chris? You're throwing us off, man.
You
Chris.
guys are dicks.
Chris, as you know, this is the football preview special, and lots of players are on cocaine, which you may or may not have been distributing in Costa Rica. Is the point? No, Chris. Okay,
He does have
Let
a
me
Barry
just-
Seal look to him. Like he's working for the CIA slinging.
I ain't no fucking Fed.
we are going to do a little college football before we get to a big NFL football fan. What kind of football guy are you? You don't watch college?
I mean, I'm aware of it. I know Arch Manning is like the best quarterback in the world now after last.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Well,
Seems he's gotten by in his name.
before we get to that, so the brand new ESPN app
Yes.
was unveiled, except for the fact that the ESPN app has existed for 10 years. I've had it. And then this so-called brand new ESPN app, they just added more live programming. But everything else with the app has stayed the same. So it's barely a new app. It's just, hey, here's our same old shitty app that we added more crap to. Yes, Pep?
Yeah, all right. So look, here's the thing. ESPN's floundering. Fucking cable's fucking in the shitter. Okay, so they're not making any money off the cable thing, and they just bought UFC for like $7.5 billion.
WWE.
WWE, yeah.
No, didn't they also buy? Who bought UFC? Didn't ESPN buy UFC too?
Well, I mean, ESPN has had a deal with UFC for a while now. Yes, you can watch UFC pay-per-views on
You're
ESPN
right.
Plus.
Sorry.
However,
My
UFC will be moving to Paramount.
That's it.
And WWE slides into the UFC role over there.
ESPN's a joke of an app. It's a joke of a company. They've shit-canned everyone. Who's left? Stephen A. Smith and Scott Van Pelt. I mean, it's a fucking shit show. All right, it's a goddamn ghost town.
They do have a lack of personalities, which is why you see the same 8 people for like 18 hours on ESPN. I want to show you a video I shot demonstrating.
Please.
Okay, the app. So just so everyone knows that we weren't bullshitting and we're not just taking cheap shots at the old ESPN, because they have been a target of the DMSP for the last 15 years. Robert, do you have the
Mac
video?
here with a
Here we go. Watch
functionality
this.
test for the new ESPN app. Let's get right to it. So it's 10:18 a.m. We're going to try First Take. That show usually starts at 10 a.m. But let's see, of course, with the app, you can click enter there. So I'm clicking yes. Now it says watch live or start from beginning.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm going to choose the start from beginning option. Since I said it's 10:18, I missed the first 18 minutes. So, I've pressed play, buffering, 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 buffering. I wasn't exaggerating, was I? Buffering, buffering. And here we go. Frozen, buffering, frozen, buffering, and I'm sorry, folks, does this look like the beginning to you? I'm pretty sure at the
Thank you, Robert.
beginning,
That's good enough.
we have
Very nice.
welcome to...
Did you see how long that buffering was?
Look, here's the thing, man. They're owned by Disney. Disney owns fucking 75% of all entertainment enterprises in America. They don't care. Like, it's glut. They don't care.
But
They just know
after-
ESPN's a brand that people keep going to. So at this point, they've stopped giving a shit. Fuck ESPN.
Don't they care at least about quality?
No, look at ESPN they just fucking gave Pat McAfee like $300 million. They obviously don't care about fucking quality. Come on, man. Don't spit that shit at me.
And First Take, you always get Molly Karam at the very beginning. And that's why the Dave Man was interested in seeing it from the beginning of the show.
Sure.
I wanted to see, welcome to First Take, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Molly Karam. And now here's Stephen A. Smith. Holla at you, boys.
First Take, more like First Spank.
Ha!
Do you follow her on Instagram, Peppy?
Be a late day for me, Pep.
Oh,
Wait,
Robert.
you don't follow Molly on Instagram?
No, what's her name again?
Molly Karam. Qerim, I think.
No, there's always got to be a U after a Q.
Well, I'm not sure if that rule exists in proper names, though, Roy. I do know what you're saying. Grammatically, that should be the case.
Is she African American?
She's
No.
not. She looks like she might be, I don't know,
Okay,
Albanian or something.
Okay,
No.
so then there's
On
definitely then there should definitely be a U after the Q.
There's no U. There's
she
no
is
U,
half
Roy.
Irish, I believe. I looked up her Wikipedia. She's Irish, but then there's also some sort of Albanian thing, like
Or
Lily.
Iranian or something. She looks like she might be Middle Eastern too. So
It
she-
feels like a
so
missing
this is-
apostrophe.
So this is the show on ESPN people masturbate to.
All right. That's enough, Chris.
Just David.
Now, Chris, did you
Yes.
know that it was Lee Corso? It was his final day on college game day. He
I heard about
retired
this.
this past Saturday, and they had a whole Lee Corso day. And I want to show you the picture there of Lee Corso signing off. And I don't know if this is how one should sign off at the age of 90, 35 years,
90?
90, and working for ESPN for 35 years. In 1990, he started with College Game Day at the age of 55. He's
He's a
now
fuck
90.
freak.
years old.
Group shot or individual first, Dave?
Just do the Lee Corso thing. And here's Lee Corso. That's how he said goodbye, Pep.
Wait, so he's the one on the left or the right?
Yes. The one on the right is Kirk Herbstreit, who's like 50 years younger.
So, all right. So I obviously know what College Game Day is. It's on for like 15 hours every fucking Saturday. So this is the dude, the older guy who always put the fucking stupid helmet on. This is his gimmick, right?
He puts the mascot head on of the team he thinks is going to win the big game of the week, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, they're literally, and now Robert, do the wide shot. They're literally ending this episode of College Game Day. This is the final shot. And you're like, thank you for 35 years of Lee Corso, the age of 90. There's Nick Saban, Desmond Howard, there's McAfee, Kirk Herbstreit, Reese Davis, and then there's Lee Corso still in the dumb hat.
This shit looks like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's or some shit. It's horrifying. This poor bastard, they're making him put this helmet on.
Doesn't anyone from ESPN say, hey, take the mascot head off on the final shot as we fade to black? Shouldn't we get a close-up of the old man not wearing the dumb Buckeye?
No, man. This is fucking, I'm sure this is McAfee's idea. Guy sucks.
I think it was Corso's.
You think? I think he was so into it? Like,
no, I think he was going to cry. Like, he spent 30 years doing it. I bet you he was going to cry and was like, I don't want these people to see me crying in my last shot. Let me put on the gay-ass mascot hat. Yeah,
don't cry, Lee Corso, you old fuck.
Hey, here's the thing about Lee Corso is his last day, he was on it. He predicted Florida State upsetting Alabama.
Lockdown.
He predicted Ohio State, not the biggest upset because they were, third or something. But nevertheless, Texas was number one, and he got that game right. He had a great day. The other games of note, last night I watched Notre Dame, and I knew they were going to lose because that's been Davey Mack's luck lately. It's just, my sports teams have, gone into the toilet. So Notre Dame lost 27-24. It was a good fourth quarter by the Notre Dame freshman CJ Carr, who he did bring them back. They were down 27-10 in the fourth, and CJ Carr got 2 touchdowns, Peppa.
Is CJ Carr, is he one of the Cars?
No, but he is a famous Carr. His is it grandfather? One of his relatives is Lloyd Carr, the famous Michigan coach who won a national championship at Michigan.
Okay.
And then his grandfather played for Michigan, and his dad played for Michigan as well.
Nepo baby.
He's he was born a mile from Michigan. So all of them are like, how come you didn't go to Michigan? He said, Notre Dame recruited me early. I went to Notre Dame early. Michigan wasn't high on me early, so I went to the Notre Dame campus and fell in love with the campus.
This kid's a free Catholic, huh?
So, and LSU beat Clemson, and
that was an upset, right?
Yeah, a little bit of one. They both came in, I believe, in top 10. But yes, LSU was ranked lower than Clemson. Dabo Swinney, I can't get into that guy. He's got kind of like a penis head, a little.
I know Dabo. That guy sucks.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys. You can, people say don't judge a book by its cover, but I very much disagree with that statement. He's like, no, when your head looks like a penis, you're probably a dick.
You might be a dickhead.
Yeah.
Bang bang, fucking got him.
All right. And then finally on college football, so we can get to NFL, so that goddamn Pepper Escobar doesn't, lose his coke high.
Cutting rails.
Here's the final thing here. Bill Belichick, Pepe, makes his debut tonight. ESPN Monday Night Football, since the pros aren't back yet, as his North Carolina Tar Heels take on TCU.
Thank you for telling. I didn't know this. I'm watching this shit tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Especially because Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, since it's in Europe, it's on Netflix at 2 p.m. on today.
Wow.
Actually, what I heard was that Belichick's girlfriend's replacing Lee Corso, which is fucking dope. And that's really good for her.
I'd watch that.
You know what? all of that media around her has died down. Do you think Belichick just told her, get lost, stay out of the spotlight for a little bit?
No, didn't you see like last week they tried to file a copyright for Gold Digger?
Yeah.
And it's for like a jewelry brand of some sort?
Yeah, she's leaning into it, man.
I did not see that story.
This is what I do, dog. I bring you shit.
Yeah.
Pepper Escobar, who has just announced shockingly that he has joined the Davey Mack Sports program on a full-time basis.
What? I just talked about the Gold Digger brand.
No, you said this is what I bring to the table. Week in and week out. That was inferred.
That's what you heard.
Roy and Robert and I took that inference.
Oh, yeah. I had a pit in my stomach. I was like, shit, Pepper's going to take my job.
Well, when you send the contract over, I'll have my people look it over.
Now, because we're doing this Mondays at noon these days, we are going to have to ask, you're going to have to simulcast while on Bennington. That's going to be tough.
It's going to be heading both places. You know, I don't know if it's possible.
Ron, excuse me. I just got to do this. Okay, Davey Mack, I like the Packers this week.
I think you jump on the fucking on the Colts before that line moves, folks.
All right, Ronnie, what are we talking about? Sitcom theme songs. Okay, you know what? You can't go wrong with Welcome Back, Kotter. Hold on. Davey Mack, give me the Washington Commanders +6.
Funny you just mentioned Welcome Back, Kotter. I love fucking screaming, Welcome Back, Kotter, right? Mr. Kotter.
All right, finally, right before, and this is a bridge to go into the NFL, Chris.
Okay.
Because, Chris.
Yes.
One of my favorite things during football season.
Yes.
Is when the Wendy's commercials crew comes back. I think that they're one of the funniest comedy troupes I've seen since Kids in the Hall, maybe Monty Python. I find Toby and Tyler and the rest, I find their hijinks quite funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Robert, the Wendy's, there it is. There's a picture of the Wendy's commercial crew. That's Toby in the middle, looking at all that cheese. Tyler, you would know him from the song parody, Bag Boys. Bag Boys, like the $5 bag. What you gonna do when we bring your food, Bag Boys?
The guy on the right looks like Louis J. Gomez, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, he is an African-American gentleman, so I don't...
Exactly.
Now, Chris, I've watched all football throughout the weekend, a ton of college football. And honestly, I've watched a ton of sports. The Wendy's commercial crew guys have disappeared. I think Wendy's has moved on from them. And what I don't understand is, in my opinion, they're twice as funny as the Progressive commercial crew.
What has to happen here is Geico has to fucking scoop them up and sign them to do 10% on car and home insurance.
Yeah. And then finally go head-to-head with Progressive. Because if we're going to take commercial comedy gangs, I'm telling you, Wendy's, they've made me laugh out loud many, many times. Progressive, I get it. I get the characters. I don't like him as much as the Wendy's gang. Toby's hysterical. He's like a young John Belushi to me.
What? The commercial actor?
Yeah, he says like every day is Friday. Like because he loves French fries.
Hell yeah. I love French fries too. This is relatable.
So guess what then? If Toby would say like today, Chris, even though it's Labor Day, which always falls on a Monday, but it doesn't matter. He'd say even today, it's Friday. F-R-Y.
I'm getting fries. I'm ordering fries right now.
Boom. Isn't that funny though?
Not from Wendy's though. But yeah, that is good. That's like really good wordplay. Like I'm sure he came up with that himself, the actor, and not some fucking company.
Well, whatever. We don't say you hate Brando. Did you write all those words in that goddamn movie?
Every movie I'm watching in a theater, I scream. I wonder who wrote that line.
That just makes you a jerk.
It makes me fucking thinking on another level. 4D chess.
All right. Let's get to the NFL.
Hold on. Before we go to the NFL, could I just address Pepper's shirt here? I got to know,
please.
what are those like, what do you got, like pepperoni pizzas going on there?
With pineapples, you sick fuck.
Oh, you're a swinger.
You're a swinger. Yeah. Put it out there.
I just like pineapples, dog.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
Me too.
Wait, what does that mean?
I bet you
what
fucking do,
what
Roy.
is pineapple?
Roy, you fucking stink of swinging.
Pineapple. When you display a pineapple, it's the sign of you're an open door relationship. You're a swinger.
Yeah, that's the sign. Yeah,
it's the universal sign, David.
but this is just a pineapple shirt. It's just
So
a shirt.
if you were like walking around a resort in Costa Rica in a pineapple short, it would basically be the same Dave as saying, "Hey, I'm open to fuck."
Oh
anyone,
God.
anywhere. But what I'm trying to say is I'm sick of the things I like getting co-opted. I like Pepe the Frog, then it's a Nazi thing. And I have a Pepe the Frog t-shirt, and no, I can't wear it. Now I like pineapples, the taste of, and now I can't wear a fucking pineapple shirt with everyone thinking my dick is dirty from banging everything.
Ew.
Sounds like everything you like turns awesome, Pepper.
Disgusting.
Maybe.
What
You look good
just
in a pepperoni pizza shirt though. That you could pull that off, Chris.
Oh yeah. I can fucking do that.
All right, Chris, with your pineapple shirt, I'd like your opinion of whether that Micah Parsons trade to the Packers, Micah Parsons, star linebacker for two first-round draft picks, and a good veteran from Green Bay, was that trade good for the Cowboys, bad for the Cowboys? No, I want to hear.
What I think it was the best thing Jerry Jones has ever done. They should make another episode of that documentary about the fucking laughing stock that it's become. Look, man, everyone knows this was insane because he's like 93 years old and his kids aren't going to tell him no. So he's just fucking throwing shit. Why would you sign Dak and CD for so much money if you're not going to re-sign Micah Parsons? They're going to It's ridiculous. It's insane. Like this isn't anything anyone else said already, but fucking Jerry Jones has lost his shit. You don't give a shit. He just. All right, the Cowboys, the franchise is worth like $13 billion. The average NFL franchise is worth $7 billion. They're worth double the average NFL franchise. They don't have to win, obviously, for the past 30 fucking years.
Did you watch the Cowboys and Gamblers, the Dallas Cowboys documentary on Netflix?
I have not. No, people said it was good.
Excellent.
I haven't watched it just because I just haven't had time.
I've recently watched 4 football docu-series. Okay?
Wow.
I blame The Last Dance on all of this shit. And Netflix. Netflix is the umbrella. Then The Last Dance banging out 10 episodes during the pandemic when everyone couldn't fucking
The Last
watch anything
Dance,
else.
though, is so good.
But so these companies, i.e. Netflix, ESPN, et cetera, whoever's producing them, so like, oh, we got to have our own Last Dance. Guess what, man? It ain't the fucking pandemic anymore, and it isn't Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, the Cowboys were great, blah, 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 in the 90s. 30 years of shit. Like, it's just not the same thing. It's not the same story yet. They see what was successful and they fucking keep doing the same thing over and over again.
The other two are contemporary. They Hard Knocks, Buffalo Bills this year.
I've watched some of that.
And The Kingdom, which was the docu-series on the Chiefs last year.
Is that out already? I didn't even know that was out.
All episodes are on Disney Plus, and the cameras followed the Chiefs' entire season last year.
So this is a snuff film then. It's not a documentary. I'll just watch the last episode when they get fucking ass blasted. That'd be awesome. That was it good? Was the last episode, or was the last episode like the after? No,
it was great. It was great. You get everything. You get behind the scenes access, and you get so much good stuff. It was really good. My favorite though is the Cowboys. That is my favorite docuseries. Oh, and SEC. SEC did one where they had 3 SEC schools, including LSU. They had cameras follow them around for the entire season. So I watched that too.
So Hard Knocks. Oh no, it was the last season.
Yeah, I think as much as you're giving credit to The Last Dance, I think everyone's wanting their own Hard Knocks these days.
Yeah, but like Hard Knocks was already a thing, right? And then it's Hard Knocks has kind of gotten stale, which is, it's pretty much the same thing every year in and year out. But now they've added in-season fucking Hard Knocks, so they're just adding more and more. But like from a pure documentary looking at the past thing, like the Cowboys and the terrible Patriots one, the Dynasty. Was that the Dynasty? No, whatever the Patriots one was.
The Dynasty. That was good. I liked it.
What? No, fuck that.
What?
Fuck Robert Kraft. Fuck them. Like, they made Belichick look like shit. They did fucking 2 full episodes on just like Deflategate. They're not them. They had two of their Super Bowl wins at the beginning of the Dynasty had like 10 minutes of footage on it. Then they spent multiple episodes on fucking Aaron Hernandez and the whatever, but the Deflategate. No, we want to see them build the Dynasty. Fuck Deflategate.
I was one of the few people who didn't think that Belichick came across that badly
I don't think it came across badly. I think Robert Kraft had it edited to fucking diminish his role in as the architecture of that team for 20-something years.
I'll give you that. Robert Kraft definitely wants to do that. And by the way, it's insane, but that's the same thing. If you look at the Cowboys of the 90s, you realize they should have absolutely won 5 Super Bowls. And it was the same thing. Jerry Jones got jealous of his own head coach. He got jealous of his own head coach, Jimmy Johnson, winning back-to-back Super Bowls and parted ways after back-to-back Super Bowls.
And then what happens to Jimmy Johnson? He starts slinging fucking dick largening pills on late night television. Extends, baby.
Turns out Jerry shouldn't have been jealous because that little dick motherfucker had nothing to brag about.
No. His dick was fat. He just wanted it fatter.
Yeah. He just wanted an extra inch and a half, man.
He's a fucking size queen for himself. You know what I
mean? We saw the goddamn we they couldn't even blur it out when he was on Survivor. They tried to pixelate it, and it was like the whole bottom half of the screen was blurry.
They needed more pixels, yeah. Oh man.
All right, Chris.
Either of you guys see the Stan Smith documentary?
What?
The Stan Smith documentary brought to you by PC Richard and Sons. It's
What's
a
that?
tennis documentary about the tennis player Stan Smith.
No, we're in the football topic now.
Fair enough.
I thought I was invited to do an NFL preview, and all we're talking about
you see
is
what you just
Costa
did?
Rica and tennis.
Yeah,
Robert, do you see what you just did? You threw him off. Now the goddamn SpongeBob SquarePants over there, Pepper Escobar with his little pineapple shirt.
Fuck you. You're wearing a Giants shirt. How can you even do that? You're wearing a Giants shirt.
That's not an insult. I just feel like you look like a citizen of a Bikini Bottom.
Bikini Power Bottom, more like it.
Yeah.
That's some swinger talk for you, Roy. You kinky fuck.
When I was watching the Hard Knocks Bills, I go, they showed the Bills Mafia putting people through tables, and it dawned on me, why wouldn't the Eagles fans be doing that in Philly? That's ECW. Philly, ECW started the table spot.
Of course. But what I'll say this is that's more organized chaos, whereas Philly brings total chaos. No one's thinking about what they're going to do later. They just know violence is going to erupt and they're going to be good fans. Or there's the fucking Bills have like a logistics sheet of like, let's see, we need 5 tables and fucking kerosene. You know what I mean?
All right.
Bills Mafia.
You know what? There's some truth to that because in Buffalo, the people call soda pop, and I'm of the belief that anyone who calls soda pop is still living like in the 1950s, like they don't know what the hell's going on.
They also call hoagies grinders, like a sub, a hero, or all the names, but they call them grinders.
Yeah, I like to grind on some roast beef, Pepe.
Let's grind in the mafia. Let's fucking nuts.
Give me a roast beef and grind it on the dick.
What?
Give me a roast beef grinder on the dick.
I'm Bills Mafia, though, so don't fuck with the Bills. Josh Allen's a wonderful man.
Are they going to get it done? Can they get to a Super Bowl? Or can they win a Super Bowl this year? Can they?
I don't know. I want them to, but I'm going to guess that they're going to get to the fucking championship game, and what's happened the last 5 years is their defense shits the bed and they get fucked in the face. There's nothing wrong with the offense or Josh Allen. Joe Brady's they're blessed for Joe Brady staying there, the offensive coordinator of the Bills. But the defense is the fucking problem. And their number one pick was a hot shit cornerback, fucked his knee up in training camp in the first week. You saw that in the first episode of Hard Knocks.
Yep.
So they're going to put up a lot of points, and their defense is going to let them down. I hope not.
Question.
But as a prognosticator, as the mayor of Lockdown, you have to fuck.
Question. Sean McDermott on Hard Knocks. He puts on all this, a hat and long sleeve shirt in the summer and makeup and all this kind of thing because he's a redheaded gentleman kind of and has said he's a cancer survivor.
I didn't know that.
Well, no, here's the thing. Skin cancer that he got peeled off his head like Roy and I.
Oh, yeah, is that
really a cancer survivor? That's my point. Because then I'm going to walk around and say Davey Mack cancer survivor.
This is news to me because I just donated $10,000 to the Sean McDermott Skin Fund, and I thought it was I don't know.
We did discuss recently that you must have a lot of money at some point.
Who?
Right?
Who discussed this?
Chris
I
Pepper,
don't have a
Stanley,
lot of
Robert
fucking
and I.
money.
Robert and I discussed it.
Why are you guys talking about my finances?
They talk
Because we
about
wanted to
they talk
guess
about
how
mine
much
too.
you had, and we surmised you're worth at least $700,000. And how about giving the Dave Man 5 G's for all those years I bought drinks for you and Bronx Johnny?
This has nothing to do with the NFL. Now back to the NFL.
Fine.
This discussion. This is my prediction for the Bills. They get knocked out of the playoffs, and then 1 week after the Super Bowl, Sean McDermott is fired and Joe Brady gets the team, and then that will lead to a Bills Super Bowl in the next 2 years. In the next 2 years, 2026, 2027 season.
All right,
Mark it,
and
Robert.
don't forget, you made some predictions last year on the annual football preview special, but so did I. And don't forget, Chris, because I'm going to remind you, I told you and everyone that Saquon Barkley would run the Eagles into the Super Bowl, and that he, just by himself, would make Philly a Super Bowl team, and boom, that's exactly what happened. I want to thank John Mara, the weakest owner in the NFL, and Joe Shane, the biggest pinhead general manager in the NFL. I want to thank them for directly giving the Eagles their second Super Bowl championship, because that's exactly what happened. And I made that prediction on this very episode 1 year ago last year.
To be honest, Dave, I mean, Roy could fucking rush for 1,200 yards under that O-line. You know what I mean? It's a really good offensive line. And Roy is a bad
I don't know.
He's got
I have a
lots of
feeling
lateral
like
movement.
Roy would pull a Jim Marshall and go the wrong way.
Speaking of last year's fucking, I made 2 giant predictions. One that blew your mind and everyone else. Cowboys weren't going to make the fucking playoffs. You said no, they were, and I said
I believe we called you a moron.
Yeah. And now
and Roy's like, what a doofus Pineapple Boy is.
I remember that. He called me Pineapple Boy. I remember that. It hurt. Yeah. And second, I said the fucking Seahawks were not going to make the playoffs, but they will make the playoffs this year, and I'm sticking with that. I know there's some Seahawks heads out there, and that new coach in his second year, he's going to have a fucking banger defense.
You're going with the Seattle Seahawks?
To make the playoffs, I'm saying. To make the playoffs
now,
in year 2.
Like Tannenbaum, former general manager of the Jets, who's now one of those talking heads you can't escape from on ESPN. He's on every single show. Says the Packers are the best team in the NFC, and it's not even up for discussion. He says basically give the Green Bay Packers with this Micah Parsons trade, give them the NFC Championship right now. Thoughts and opinions?
All right, first and foremost, every giant brain person is like, I think the Packers are going to do good this season after they signed the best fucking edge rusher in the league. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys thought that. Fucking 2. Their defensive coordinators out of college in year 2. Who knows what the fuck this guy's going to do with Micah? 3, they don't have any fucking receivers. Jaden Reed just has some screwed up foot, I believe, a bad leg injury. And the rest are just just a bunch of bums. I know they have Matthew Golden, who's the hot shit rookie, but I just don't see it. And also I think Love gets fucking nerves. I think he's almost like a younger Lamar, where he's going to screw up in high pressure situations.
I could relate.
I mean, he's played 2 years. You're judging him a little harshly? No,
I'm not.
2 seasons?
No, he definitely has the yips in high pressure situations. Maybe he'll play through it, but I don't think this year. No way.
All right, let me ask you this question. Based on me watching The Kingdom, I formulated an opinion that I believe this will be finally the year the Chiefs take a step backwards and do not win the AFC West. I'm not saying they won't squeak in via wild card, but I think finally they take a step back. Thoughts and opinions?
First off, I have a question. Who do you think will take the AFC West, if not the Chiefs?
I think finally Harbaugh gets the Chargers over the chokiness.
Okay.
That
they're playing them Friday night.
Experienced the last couple of years. Yeah. I think Harbaugh figures a way to finish games.
That's interesting. I like that. But it is the Chargers. Now, to the Chiefs. Look, after that season was over, and after they made like minimal moves in free agency for that O-line, I was like, yeah, they're fucked. Major regression. Also, Rashee Rice is out the first 6 games. Who's he have left? Fucking Xavier Worthy, who in the Super Bowl had nothing but garbage time stats. He was shut down. Second, who is it? Hollywood Brown. He's going to get injured. Like the guy just is an injury case. And maybe is Schuster even still there? And Kelsey's old and fucking engaged. I worry about the Chiefs, but I do think they still have Mahomes, they still have Reed, and they still have the defensive coordinator. They're going to put something together. It's going to be, I think it'll be even uglier than last year, but
wow. Jeez, even uglier
I think their wins are going to be even uglier, and we're all going to be fucking furious, but they're definitely going to make the playoffs.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have announced they're engaged. I know you're happy about that.
I love Travi. I love T Swift. Hey, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
What's her biggest song? Because I thought it was "Shake It Off."
I don't think amongst the Swifties, I don't think "Shake It Off" was a huge one. I think like "Anti-Hero" with Kendrick Lamar was pretty big.
I thought "Shake It Off" was like her
no.
Rolling Stones "Satisfaction."
That's
I thought
what.
"Shake It Off" was the big one there.
No, I mean it's one of the big ones, but I think amongst her fans, it's like they like that song, but it's not like the big one. Oh, she has so many fucking hits amongst her fans, and there's so many fans where everything's a hit. It's very confusing.
It's true.
Do you think that she should take Travis Kelce's last name and call herself Taylor Kelce after they get married? Thoughts and opinions.
This is really. I think she should take Tyreek Hill's last name.
Why?
He used to be a chief. He was badass back then. Now he just beats up women mostly. And
Taylor Hill. It sounds like sort of like a romance novel for like women in their 40s.
then she should start doing Fuji's covers.
Aaron Rodgers begins his career
My
in Pittsburgh.
dog.
How will he do? Chris Pepper, Stanley, you're on the button.
All right. So if he's competent, right? If he's competent, and which at 41 or 40, how old is he? 41, 42?
I think he's 41.
I think if he gets into a groove, I think with Tomlin coaching him, because Tomlin fucking deals with crazy people every single season. Maybe he's the one who turns him crazy. I don't know. I think Rodgers will keep his mouth shut, and they will go 10-7, and they will maybe squeak into the playoffs and then get knocked out in the first round. What else could you even? And then he retires. You know what I mean?
So I hate to say it, but kind of a typical Mike Tomlin year, where the team over 500 will get in, but we're not going to really be a team. No, you're not going to seriously think they can beat the Ravens or the Bills, that kind of thing.
Oh God, no! The Bills will fucking crush them. It'll be a fucking joke.
Well,
maybe they'll beat the Bengals.
What about the Ravens? When will Lamar Jackson win a damn Super Bowl, if ever?
When Jim Harbaugh is it John Harbaugh is not the coach of the Baltimore Ravens. That's
wow.
Or if Lamar gets traded and he'll get one later in his career, maybe.
John Harbaugh has won a Super Bowl and honestly has had a tremendous amount of success with the Ravens.
And Doug Peterson won a fucking Super Bowl, and they shit-canned him 2 seasons later, and then he got hired for Jacksonville, got shit-canned 2 years later. Like, the one Super Bowl, the amount of panache he's gotten from that one is fucking probably too much, where if you see what's going on with the fucking team, which is they get close, and then they get beat again. Like,
well,
Jordan
what about
Love.
Tomlin then? If you think Harbaugh needs to go, should Tomlin be fired then?
All right, I'm telling you this right now. Tomlin should be fired at the end of the season. They go someplace else and gets another Super Bowl. And I also think Kyle Shanahan will never win a Super Bowl with the 49ers, and he'll get shit-canned maybe in 2 seasons, if not after this season, depending on they do. And then he'll go take a year off, and then he'll win a Super Bowl elsewhere.
He's never winning it.
Shanahan?
I'm convinced that the Schottenheimer name is cursed. His dad,
Shanahan.
Marty Schottenheimer, was in.
Schottenheimer.
Oh my God, the Marty Schottenheimer was in conference championship after conference championship.
You mean Shanahan?
What?
Shanahan.
I mean, I'm sorry, Marty Schottenheimer.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking Kyle Shanahan. That's right. He's Mike Shanahan. Who is Brian Schottenheimer is now the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. What?
It's so funny. It's so like, all right, so they have this fucking bum as head coach. They don't sign Micah. They don't have a running back. They have Javonte Williams and some fucking dude named Blue, who's a rookie. And They don't have a secondary. They don't have pass rushers, and their O-line's old. Like, this is going to be fucking amazing to watch. That opening night game, this is as fucking chalk as you can get, but you got to expect the Eagles just blow them the fuck out. What the hell could they do?
All right. What about the New York Football Giants? Should they be starting Russell Wilson? Because I want them to start Jackson Dart this season and next season.
Well, I want them to start Jameis Winston fucking this season, next season, 3 more.
My point is, I'm sick of the Giants with these quarterback issues taking so long to not only develop the quarterback, but to get their careers started, because then the whole evaluation process is just pushed back and delayed. Finally, let's get something going. Start Jackson Dart this year, next year, and if Arch Manning recovers, because I don't think everyone's ready to go off the Arch Manning train. I think Arch Manning is going to be just fine, okay? And if Arch Manning is good 2 years from now, take him if Jackson Dart sucks. 2 years is enough. That's enough games. That's 34 games. That's enough to make a decision. But you got to start him right away. The Giants have already stated they're going with Russell Wilson.
Jackson Dart will be starting by week 4 because Dable and the general manager's job is on the line this season. If they don't show anything with this was like their draft class, and this is like, all right, we got Daniel Jones out of there. All right, so now this is us. These are our decisions. They'll start him by week 4. Who knows what'll happen? He'll probably, because he's a rookie, he'll probably start slow as every rookie has. And then Dable and Shane get shit canned.
Well, that's why John Mara has put these guys in an impossible situation. He's made this entire scenario very confusing. He told the entire media, and he told, obviously, Shane and Dable, you guys must win next year. But at the same time, they're kind of rebuilding as well. So it's like, which is
Here's the thing. The only saving grace for Dart is the Giants defense should be ridiculously nasty this season. Like, it should be really good.
I'm
so
hoping.
Maybe Dart won't have to do so much. You know what I mean? And maybe that's one way to look at it.
Look, I do agree with you. I'm expecting the Giants defense to be elite. If they're not elite, there's a problem. They have a ton of talent defensively. They better, get some numbers done. Like, they better put some numbers up. That's all I'm saying.
Well, at least defensively. Defensively.
Now,
sacks.
Dallas versus Eagles Thursday night to kick it all off. What do you like?
What did I just say? I like the Eagles. How could you not like the Eagles? Now, the NFL is fucked up, right? So, like, the thing that's the most obvious thing in the world doesn't happen, right? Like, it's really, really infuriating. And when are those things going to happen? I don't think on the opening night of the season that a Dak coming off of injury, there's no defense, there's no running backs, there's no secondary, and a weak O-line or an older O-line. How do the Cowboys win? How do they win?
Fair enough. And it's in Philly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And everyone's back on the Eagles. They lost some guys on defense, but the O-line's back, the offense is back, and they still have the fucking DC.
You smoke marijuana?
I just took
occasionally.
You do?
What did I just say? Occasionally.
Is that what's in the vape?
No, it's fucking nicotine, dog.
All right. I don't know. You go to Costa Rica, you come back with all kind of goodies, and we don't know what you're doing.
Ayahuasca vape.
Duties.
Yeah.
Friday, Chiefs, Rams in
yeah.
Los Angeles on YouTube.
That's right.
It's not in Los Angeles, dude. It's in Brazil.
Oh, I'm sorry. In Brazil on YouTube.
I know it's on YouTube.
I think it's.
What do you like?
I think Chiefs are favored -3. I think that's the line.
So you're going with Chiefs?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
I'm giving you lockjaw upset special guarantee. Without question, the LA Rams will beat the Chiefs on Friday on YouTube. You can absolutely take it to the bank, and that's a lockjaw guarantee. I am very confident that the Rams are going to win this game after what I watched on The Kingdom.
You know, I would say you're right, except it's the Chargers, Dave.
Did I not just say the Chargers will win their division? This actually has me double down on my lockjaw prediction. Give me the Chargers and the points.
Ooh, yum, yum. Give me some.
Chris Pepper, Stanley, in my opinion, great game for Sunday, 4 p.m. Lions at Packers.
I want nothing more than the Lions to fuck the Packers up, but no new OC, new DC, new center. Like it doesn't look good. It looks kind of, we're going to see how they adapt. Let's see what Campbell has, right? For real this time. But I think the Packers take it. The Lions are fucking learning shit right now. There's a bunch of new people.
I'm nervous about the Lions as well. I'm nervous that this is the year that Dan Campbell's shtick goes either south or he starts getting a little too, we got to go for it on every single fourth down. And maybe if a few of those backfire more than usual, people will start to say, you know what, Danny, you know, when the ball's on the, 30-yard line, you can get a field goal every once in a while. 3 points can actually help you.
I think there's going to be less of that fourth down shit because there's no Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson was probably the one saying, I got a play in my bag that will get us this down. So I don't know. I know nothing about the new OC of the Lions.
Do you think Ben Johnson will do a good job with the Chicago Bears, but specifically with the quarterback, Caleb?
If he does, it ain't gonna be this season. Like the first season Ben Johnson was with the Lions, they weren't anything special because his schemes are super complicated. So these guys have to learn this shit, and it's gonna be hard. So maybe by the end of the season, they may be showing signs of life. But I think the first 2/3 of the season for the Bears is just gonna be, it's practice essentially, fucking live game practice because fucking Ben Johnson. Also, we don't know if he can actually like get as a head coach, get dudes to like fucking listen to him, right? Because he had Campbell fucking being nuts.
That's a very good point for a change. He finally made a good point.
I'm bringing fucking heat, Dick.
Sorry. I apologize. Roy and I are just caught off guard by your new Costa Rican attitude.
That's fine.
You know, you kind of look like you would carry like a switchblade now, though, in your back pocket.
Butterfly
I don't got no
knife.
knives, man. I don't got no knives on me. I have no weapons. I have this
Chris
sword.
Peppers. Ooh, let's see that.
What you got there, Chris? I
want to see. He's got a sword.
Yeah, I have a sword. What's the big deal?
Is that your
Conan? We want to see it.
Conan sword?
It.
He wants to. Yeah, he wants you to unsheath it.
I want you to unsheath it.
That's Glamdring, okay? That's Gandalf's sword from the Lord of the Rings, all right?
Oh,
it's Glamdring.
Holy shit.
So you pulled it out of the rock?
Look at that. Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's another Disney special.
Roy,
Yeah.
do you know I found out that Pepper actually reads fantasy when I was I was watching Game of Thrones season 1 and we were doing the Davey Max Sports program and I'm like, man, that Game of Thrones show on HBO is great. And he's like, oh, wait till you get to season 3, dog. You're gonna love it, the twist and the turns. And I'm like, you actually read this shit, Buttercup? He's a fantasy nerd, Roy.
First of all, I'm proud of being a fantasy nerd. So you're not hurting my feelings, you scumbag bully. Okay? No. And also, fuck Game of Thrones. Fuck George R.R. Martin. Screw HBO. Fuck that whole thing. That was a giant disaster.
Why? I'm with you on that one too.
Hold it.
Hold what?
I always push back on this. It's gotten very, very trendy for everyone to hate every single either final season or final episode. And people are like, whoa, he got Khaleesi to become a bad guy out of the blue. Again, I didn't read the books, so I'm only going by what I saw on TV. From season 1, they said that the blonde people always go crazy and they become bad guys.
Dave, the fucking Targaryens.
I call them the albinos.
The Targaryens always suffer. At some point, every single Targaryen ruler suffers a mental breakdown and turns evil. They said it. They planted those seeds from season 1.
More like Targaryen.
Thank you. That's not even the issue, man.
Then what's
That's
the
the
issue?
race.
Yeah, if you let me speak, I'd tell you. The issue is George R.R. Martin never finished the books. And then at season 5 or 6 was like, okay, this is what happens. You guys do it to the showrunners. The showrunners then got to deal with Netflix to make fucking Star Wars slop. And they fucking condensed the last season down to like fucking 5 episodes. They had at least 2 more seasons to actually see this thing through. And because they didn't, they've left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. No one talks about Game of Thrones. No one gives a shit. You know why? Because they ended this fucking thing so poorly.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I maintain that if you're a book reader, then that's fine. But if you just go by the shows, I can't read fantasy because every time I do, I fall asleep. I love the Lord of the Rings movies, so I went out, I purchased this beautiful hard-covered, it even has a lock on it, and I got all 3 books. And Pep, I'm telling you, as he shows off his Gandalf sword, I'm telling you,
Glamdring.
it took me 2 months to read the first 10 pages of Fellowship of the Ring. The elfish language puts me to sleep. It's almost like hypnosis.
Maybe
Yeah.
get off TikTok and you can read a fucking book for once, Dave. You know
But
what?
no, I can read it. It's the fantasy. It's tough for me to read fantasy. The language is so...
The last fantasy book I read I think I was 14 years old. I read The Happy Hooker. It's about a hooker in Amsterdam. It's a fantasy book.
I'm happy you went with that rather than what I thought you were going to say, which was the last book of fantasy that you read, Roy Harder than the Aryan,
Mein Kampf.
was Schindler's List.
Okay.
And I'm happy that you did not go with that.
Fair enough.
Well,
David.
when Chris Pepper Stanley's on the show.
I like
Because
the
you
old
know
size-
he's got his Gandalf sword. And
This
those-
sword could have saved 5 more people.
What do you call it? Glaucoma? What's the name?
This exterior hard drive could have saved.
Oh, you're doing Oscar Schindler at the end when he was upset.
I am.
He wanted to do more trades. He was a great general manager. Schindler was.
Yeah.
I'll give you this for
This
3
is
people and 2 first-round draft picks.
This Groot planter with a bunch of coins and old expired jewel pods could have saved. Well, they couldn't have saved anyone. Never.
All right, we have to get out of here.
Oh.
I did want to show you. I have a heart out. I have to get going.
I got a
I
heart
have
on.
to show you before we go, Chris.
Yes.
I just was my dog. I had some food.
Ooh.
And
About time.
but then my dog also heard the doorbell, so she was very conflicted as to where she should be looking, at the door because there was like an Amazon thing, or the guy with some food in his hand.
Oh.
And I felt like it had the distinct feel and look of basically a dog on the pitcher's mound looking a guy back to first base.
That's good.
All right, I
good.
want you to look at this video. And
Give me
see.
1 second, Dave.
Okay, 1 second.
He's buffering.
Well, you can grab it from Twitter if the video ain't working.
Sure, I'll do that.
Dave, you golfing a lot these days, bro?
No, but I am swimming, Chris.
That's nice.
You
Every
smoking
single
weed,
day.
Dave? You
What?
smoking weed? You smoking weed on camera? Is that what you're puffing on?
No, I had a hair on my tongue.
Oh, a pubic.
Okay, Mr. Curiosity.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I
I
saw
got a hair in my lung. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what
Chris-
you mean. Pineapple
talk-
boy.
Chris, talk to us about. Oh, well, here's the dog. Look at this. You like that, Chris?
I love that. That's good.
Yeah, adorable dog, man.
I love that dog.
Chris, talk to us about any plans or things that you're doing that you'd like to tell the world.
Well, the Bennington Show on Sirius XM Faction Talk 103, Monday through Friday, noon East, and Lockdown, the first lockdown of the season. If you want to make free money for free from me, Bennington on Instagram, Lockdown this Saturday morning, and High Society Radio on Gas Digital, and just search YouTube.
So if it's this Saturday morning, you're not going to be picking the Chiefs game or the.
No. I like to ease myself in. It's always Sunday picks outside of the playoffs, or maybe
All right, fair.
occasionally a Monday Night Football. Waiting all day to suck some dick.
By the way, did you take off the Hawaiian shirt because you got such a hard time today?
Baby, I got it right here. I'm just hot from all these hot tanks.
Hey, Chris, you shed some weight. I noticed too. You're looking good. Your arms are like
fucking scumbag piece of
What?
shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I complimented you. I should have known better.
No, but now Roy, he looks like he should be in the Warriors. Rather
he looks
than
like
SpongeBob.
I feel like he should be in Rambo.
Hey, Roy. Oh, your neck looks a little less fused today, or whatever happened. Like, that's you wouldn't like that if someone said that to you.
No, not at all. But I will. The headband is a nice touch. Is that a headband or you got your earbuds on? What are you wearing there?
It's a fucking headband, dude.
It is a headband.
It's 2025, baby.
You know what he looks like? He looks like one of the dancers in the Michael Jackson Bad video.
Yeah, one of the guys in the subway.
More like the Weird Al Fat video.
You said it, not us. We were not going in that direction. Roy had just complimented you. All right, that's it. Look, you're done with your plugs and your promotions. You have nothing else to promote?
Bennington Lockdown High Society Radio.
Roy Harder, I know you have something to promote this Thursday.
Thank you, David. Thank you for reminding me. I have a gig with Torpedo this week. Shawno, Andrew, and Joe, and we are playing at where are we playing, Dave? Seacliff. Seacliff. We're playing at Seacliff, Long Island, a bar called Still Partners. Got it. Somewhere around 8 p.m.
texted me the flyer for this, and I looked at the date and time, and I'm like, this is happening exactly when the NFL season started. Like, as the game started, Torpedo's are tearing it up.
Yeah, we're going to be kicking off the NFL season, Dave. It's a
NFL
big thing.
Kickoff party.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Chris, Shawno is being very persistent about me going to this gig from Jersey to Long Island.
You don't
and
want
he's like, he's not getting off of it. And I'm like, he's like, Robert will drive you, and then you could stay at my house. I'm like, how am I getting home?
Hitchhike.
No, if Sean O'Barry pays for a limo from Long Island to Jersey, I will then absolutely show up to this gig, Roy.
All right. I don't know if he's going to pull that one off, but I'd still like to see you at the gig, Dave. That would be fun.
I want to go. It's just it's very far from where I am in New Jersey, but also, as Chris Pepper Stanley points out, it is Thursday night kickoff. I still would like to go if a miracle happens. That's all I'm saying. But maybe a miracle will happen.
Yeah, they might miss the kickoff, and then you can come to the gig, right?
And Robert.
This Friday, I will be at Casket Comedy at the Soho Playhouse. You can get tickets at sohoplayhouse.com.
Nice. Excellent. Well, there it is. There's your official annual Davey Mac Sports Program football preview special. Bobby Tamburo, Roy Harder, and of course, Chris Pepper Stanley, giving it all up, giving the expertise. He's made you money. And if you want more money, you check out that Lockdown on Saturday, Bennington. Monday through Friday, and the Bennington Instagram for Lockdown. And we'll see how Lockdown does against Lockjaw. Because now, Lockjaw is off to a flying start, I think.
Really? Because Lockjaw just predicted a game that wasn't happening.
And that will do it for Chris Pepper, Stanley, Roy Harder, Bobby Tamburo, Davey Mac Sports Program. Good night, everyone.